that went around, I guess, and Hoosat has forked, okay? So they just had a successful fork. For those that are not aware, Hoosat is essentially a kaspa fork, yet another kaspa fork. I need to make that shirt. Like, what would it be? Yeah, YAKF. YAKF? That sounds good. Yakf. Yakf. We got another Yakf. We got a Yakf. There. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm trying to play with it. I'm going to make that shirt, okay? And then it'll be for sale on Teespring here. I'm going to make that shirt. Hold me to it. All right, so they decided to fork. So it was successful, and we're going to talk about why they decided to fork too. I'm still working through the research on this, so bear with me because I'm not so sure what they're saying is accurate. I know that what they're talking about is a possibility, but I think the accusations that were being thrown around aren't necessarily the other party's intentional fault, if that makes sense. So they're excited to announce that Hoosat hard fork has been successfully implemented, bringing us one step closer to our mission of ensuring the highest security for our users. The hard fork included the integration of our patent pending securing proof of work integrity solution, making HTN the most secure proof of work cryptocurrency on the market today. This innovative upgrade dramatically enhances HTN's resistance against brute forcing of nonces. And this is really the key point. This is what they were trying to stop because they discovered something, and I'm sure we'll talk about that here in a second. Ensuring that our blockchain remains impenetrable to attackers. Moreover, it provides unprecedented protection against Grover's algorithm, a potential threat posed by quantum computing. Of course, this has been talked about in the proof of work space for a long time, or in the crypto space in general. Basically being undermined, cryptography being undermined by quantum computing. With this upgrade, HTN has taken a giant leap forward in securing its network and offering peace of mind to our community. HTN now stands as the gold standard in proof of work security. I'm not saying that, they're saying that, just to make that extremely clear. So here's the features: enhanced defense against brute force attacks, protection against Grover's algorithm, and a cutting-edge patent pending securing proof of work integrity solution. So they thank everybody and all that sort of stuff. But really, where did this start? This started way back with a mining pool called Mining for People. Hoosat alleged that Mining for People seemed to be allowing not spamming to steal shares and possibly even doing it themselves to make profit out of real miners, or take profit from real miners. These four machines are barely finding any blocks while finding shares basically every 5 seconds. Now, if you talk to anybody that's run a pool for any extended period of time, this has been something that pool ops have been combating since the existence of crypto mining pools. Essentially, it goes like this. What you have, let me see if I can explain this at the very lowest level. What you essentially have when you're mining is you have a block, okay? And only one miner can find that block. But if you're mining on a pool, 100 miners will get paid out for that block. And that the weight to which you get paid out, the amount that you get paid out, is a percentage of that block based on how much hash power, in theory, you are providing to the network during that given time. There's many different pool payout methods as well that calculate this differently. I have made detailed videos on this in the past. If you want to go watch them, I highly recommend it so you understand that concept of basically mining pools and payout methods and how they function, because you can leverage those to make your mining farm more profitable depending on essentially the size of your farm in relation to the network and the rest of the pool. So in this scenario, what can happen is you can spam the nonces to essentially submit a bunch of shares that aren't actually doing the real work, sort of, right? It does real work, but it selectively does the ones that are easier to do, would be kind of the way to say it, I suppose. I'm trying to think how to explain it as simply as possible. Let's just say it as simply as possible. The miner is sending more shares to the pool than they actually deserve to have. And what this means is when the pool calculates out the amount of crypto to send to everyone, it sends them more crypto than it should send them. Do I think this is intentional from mining for people? No. I think it's a uniquely pool op issue that has been around for a long time. I think some people that are pool ops are aware of it. I know Viper Pool's very aware of it. And I think some pool ops are not necessarily aware of it, depending on their level of expertise and so on. It doesn't mean that you should just say, well, I'm going to mine to the pool anyways, because you're losing or potentially losing profitability when you do so. So Hoosat decided to combat this with a hard fork, introducing essentially this, which is securing proof of work integrity. So the way this works technically is the solution forces brute force bad actors to do the brute force validation calculations itself and increases the brute force search space from 32 bits to 288 bits. It says we are making the workload required for brute forcing extremely high, and now we can make this higher by increasing proof of work algorithm output. Grover's algorithm can be forgotten with our solution, and come to talk to them in their Discord, I guess, if you're interested in it a little bit more. The idea of brute forcing, for those that are not aware, is like in the cybersecurity space, a brute force attack would be basically trying a bunch of passwords as many times as possible, right? And so essentially submitting as many shares as possible, as frequently as possible, and just guessing at them instead of submitting the actual work. Hopefully that explains it in an easy to consume manner. So this is kind of everything that's been going on with Hoosat. I think this is a really interesting thing to do on the actual blockchain level. There have been a lot of mining pool ops that have already solved this on the pool level, Viper.net being one of them to my understanding. So it's not necessarily something that you have to be concerned about with every project on every pool, right? It's kind of like a kaspa fork problem on mining for people right now is all, right? So just keep that in mind. If you're interested, we can talk about it in more detail. Maybe I can have them on and have a conversation with them to get all the technical details correct, anything I may have gotten wrong, and figure out a better way to explain it on its lowest common denominator. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this clip from the Crypto Mining Show. If you would like to see more from this particular episode, take a look up here. Don't forget to also subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support me directly, you can go to sonofatech.locals.com and become a member. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday.